Hi everyone, it's been a long time since I made a video on this channel. The last few months, as you all know, have been crazy. Before crap really hit the fan, I'd actually signed on to do some freelance work on the side of my full-time job for a project that's currently building towards a Kickstarter campaign. Most of my free time was being filled with its design work, up until New Zealand went and announced it was officially heading into level 4 countrywide lockdown. Ironically, it was announced on my birthday, back on the 23rd of March. That will definitely be a birthday to remember for years to come. And once that kicked in, things really got busy and intense. Working from home, daily reports of what we do each day, and whispers of a company restructure. Yeah, there was a lot less free time to work on anything personal, and my creative drive took a huge hit with everything going on. Long story short, we're out of lockdown and slowly lifting restrictions week by week, and getting back to a little more normalcy, and with it, the itch to dive back and start creating for myself and you guys. I just want to give a big thanks to all my old subscribers that have stuck with me through this hiatus, and to all the newbies who have joined despite my last video being uploaded around 3 months ago. Yeah. Oops. Okay, enough with the PSA. Let's get back to the content you opened up this video for. So some of you might recall a certain Pokemon redesign video I did a while back because the official evolution didn't appeal to me at all. Well, I actually got a couple suggestions for other Pokemon I could do redesigns of by one of my viewers who goes by the name of Forlance Abyss. I hope I am saying that name correctly. It looks like Forlance Abyss. Abyss? I don't know. Please let me know if I said that completely wrong. They actually called out one particular Pokemon I've always thought was a weird evolution decision, even growing up and knowing nothing about creature design. And that is Dragonite. You know, that big, chunky, yellowy-orange dragon that somehow has anything to do with the elegant sea serpent like Dragonair and Dratini. Yeah, I don't know what the thinking was there at all. I love Dragonair. It's actually my favorite Pokemon dragon of all. Sorry guys, it's true. I have a favorite and it's not you. So to kickstart the dying battery that is this channel at the moment, I wanted to tackle a Pokemon redesign for today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the ride. Alrighty, so first things first, just like my attitude with my Cinderace redesign, I wanted to be a bit more loyal to the previous evolutions when it came to Dragonite's final form. Looking at the inspiration behind Dragonair's design being more of a sea serpent or Japanese dragon body type, I wanted to expand on those origins in this new form by taking a page out of the Haku from Spirited Away handbook. I kept the long, fluid body that would swim through the sky, but pushed the transformation from serpent to dragon with the addition of legs as well. Keeping the new form as lithe and regal as possible, I also wanted to enhance a few other features from Dratini and Dragonair that were ditched or downgraded in the official Dragonite design. The wings, for one. I decided I wanted to make them more of a statement piece in the final form, but instead of moving them to a more traditional section of the anatomy, I was inspired a bit later in the rough design process to extend the base of the wings like a pair of brows to help frame the eyes and into the back of the head after I gave them a more angel-like upgrade. The bigger wingspan helps balance out the even longer body I gave it. Going along the same train of thought of enhancing the wings, I decided a nice spear-like unicorn horn would go a long way and could add a gender variant opportunity. Like a stag and their antlers, the bigger the horn, the older and more appealing they are to females. So with that line of thinking, I think females might have no horn or could keep the Dragonair size. And the last feature I wanted to make sure I kept from the previous evolutions was the neck gem. But instead of restricting it to one precious pearl of a gem, I liked the idea of turning it into a Passetto graduated necklace. A lot of my design decisions were kind of driven by the more is more and bigger is better mantras, but feck it. It worked. It took a bit of experimenting to get some nice looking feet that complemented the more elegant style I was aiming for, but I think I finally settled on some nice groomed reptile inspired limbs that sit in the androgynous grey zone nicely. Now that thick as a butterfly's wing eyelash does toe the line a bit more than the rest of its features, but I just Couldn't help but love how it ended up looking. The previous evolutions managed to go sans eyelashes, but he has grown a little more fluffy and decorative, so you'll have to forgive this Pokemon's urge to accessorize. Moving on to color consideration, I knew I wanted to try and shake things up a bit from how the colors worked so similarly on both of the previous forms, but I wanted to go nowhere near the complete blindside that was the official Dragonite's color palette. So actually, in the initial hunt for Japanese dragon references to help with ideas for the body type, I came across a beautiful white dragon with a blue underbelly and thought that would be perfect. Reverse the main color placements and you get something just that little bit different to help it pop against its previous forms without losing the link to them. But when it came time to color the wings, I wanted to add a bit more variation to the colors than sticking with the same tones on the belly and wings. So I picked the dark blue from the gems and applied it to the base of the wing, and that helped bump up the contrast around the upper body to draw more attention to the white head and body and kept the palette application from being too simplified. And one note. Setting my new Dragonite into an environment to help add context to its pose was an interesting experiment. In particular, working out the right kind of sky colors and the time of day that didn't overpower or blend in with his colors took a fair while until I settled on a bright sunny day with some sprinkling of clouds to help break up the amount of blue and set the cliff or mountain higher into the sky. Keeping it all relatively simple to help the main focus stay on our gorgeous new Dragonite. Who wants to go out and capture this new psychic dragon type Pokemon? Good luck catching him! If any of you guys have any other Pokemon you've wanted to see redesigned, leave your suggestions in the comments below and they could be my next test subject. Thanks for watching everyone. If you liked this video, be sure to tap that like button, share it, or leave a comment below. If you have a couple coins to spare, please consider pledging to my Patreon, which directly funds my channel and art projects in exchange for a range of exclusive rewards. Every little bit helps, and anything is greatly appreciated. Until next time, see ya!